Welcome to our Trump briefing show, folks. Today, we're kicking things off with some big news from Washington. White House National Security Advisor Mike Waltz is stepping down after a pretty messy Signal chat scandal involving military plans and a journalist. It's the first major personnel shakeup in Trump's second term, and it's got everyone talking. Plus, his deputy, Wong, is also expected to leave, making this a significant moment in the administration. Next up, a major legal win for immigration advocates. A federal judge in Texas has blocked the Trump administration from using the outdated Alien Enemies Act to deport Venezuelans in South Texas. The judge ruled that the law was misapplied, especially since there's no invasion or war happening. This legal battle is heating up, with ongoing lawsuits challenging the administration's tough immigration policies. And finally, a fun one: Elon Musk showed up at a cabinet meeting wearing a quirky Gulf of America hat, alongside a Doge-themed hat, and caught everyone's attention. Trump even praised his style. Musk plans to scale back his government duties but stay active in tech and crypto projects. It's a wild mix of politics and pop culture today. Please continue to watch for more details. The Toronto Star reports that President Donald Trump's national security advisor, Mike Waltz, is expected to depart from the administration amidst a series of controversies, notably after a scandal known as Signalgate. Waltz was embroiled in a security breach when he accidentally added journalist Jeffrey Goldberg to a private Signal chat group discussing imminent military strikes against Houthi militants in Yemen. Despite initially claiming full responsibility and denying knowledge of Goldberg's presence, Waltz's credibility was undermined, leading to reports that he has lost the confidence of other officials, and his departure is imminent. This marks the first significant staff shakeup of Trump's second term, signaling potential instability within his security team. The CBC highlights that Waltz's departure comes just weeks after his mishap on Signal, which revealed sensitive military planning to the journalist, raising alarm over national security protocols. Waltz, along with his deputy Wong, is expected to leave their post soon, in what is seen as a major fallout from the incident. The White House has yet to officially comment, but the situation underscores ongoing concerns about security lapses within the Trump administration. Waltz's role in the scandal, especially given his previous claims of responsibility, has become a symbol of the administration's struggles to maintain secure communications amid rising scrutiny. The Yahoo article emphasizes that Waltz's exit is part of the broader fallout from the Signal chat scandal, which exposed a lapse in handling sensitive military information. Despite Trump's initial defense, insisting Waltz's mistake was minor and that no classified information was compromised, sources suggest that the incident severely damaged Waltz's standing. The incident involved high-ranking officials, including Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, discussing military plans in a chat that was later revealed to the public, causing embarrassment and raising questions about the security of U.S. military communications. Waltz's decision to take responsibility did little to prevent the erosion of trust, and his departure signifies a major personnel change amid ongoing security concerns. Deutsche Welle reports that Waltz's departure is part of a wave of staff changes following the Signal scandal, which has become a symbol of the administration's vulnerabilities. Waltz, a former Florida lawmaker, initially downplayed the breach, claiming he built the chat group and did not know how Goldberg was added. However, the revelation that top officials were discussing imminent military strikes in Yemen on a messaging app used for logistical planning has cast doubt on the administration's security practices. The scandal has also sparked broader questions about the safety of classified communications and the stability of Trump's security team as they navigate the fallout from this unprecedented breach. Yahoo US further notes that Waltz's exit is a pivotal moment, as it underscores the ongoing challenges faced by the Trump administration in managing sensitive national security information. Multiple reports confirm that Waltz and his deputy, Wong, are expected to leave their posts, marking the first significant personnel shakeup of the second Trump term. The incident, which involved high-level officials discussing military operations in a private chat, has cast a shadow over the administration's handling of security protocols. Despite Trump's initial support, the breach has led to a loss of confidence, prompting Waltz's imminent departure and raising concerns about the administration's ability to safeguard critical information. The Toronto Star reports a groundbreaking legal decision where U.S. District Court Judge Fernando Rodriguez Jr., appointed by Trump himself, has issued a permanent injunction against the Trump administration's attempt to deport Venezuelan immigrants under the archaic Alien Enemies Act. This law, originating from the 18th century and most recently invoked during World War II to intern Japanese Americans, was claimed by the administration to justify the swift removal of alleged gang members from Venezuela. However, Judge Rodriguez clarified that the law's scope does not extend to the situation at hand, emphasizing that the administration's proclamation exceeds the statute's plain and ordinary meaning. The case centers around President Trump's declaration that all Venezuelan nationals aged 14 or above, affiliated with the Tren de Aragua gang, could be detained and deported without the usual court proceedings, an action that the judge found to be unlawful because it lacked evidence of a formal invasion or organized armed incursion, which are prerequisites under the law. This ruling marks a significant legal milestone, setting a precedent that the executive branch cannot misuse wartime statutes to bypass established judicial processes, especially when many of those targeted have no criminal records or direct ties to the alleged gangs, with some even holding legal immigration status. The Independent highlights that this legal challenge underscores the broader controversy over the Trump administration's aggressive immigration policies, particularly the use of historical wartime laws for modern deportations. Texas District Judge Rodriguez, a Trump appointee, determined that the administration's reliance on the Alien Enemies Act was unlawful, asserting that the government failed to demonstrate an actual invasion or predatory incursion by Venezuela or its alleged gangs. The case gained further prominence when the Supreme Court temporarily lifted an earlier block on the administration's deportation efforts, though it insisted that individuals facing removal must be given notice and a chance to contest their cases in court. As lawsuits continue to flood in from multiple states, the legal landscape remains tense, with advocates warning against the misuse of wartime powers and emphasizing the importance of due process. This unfolding story illustrates the ongoing clash between executive authority and judicial oversight in a politically charged environment, with the courts serving as a critical check on potentially overreaching immigration enforcement. The Toronto Star reports that in a significant staff shakeup at the White House, National Security Advisor Mike Waltz is expected to leave following a blunder involving a Signal chat, where he inadvertently added journalist Jeffrey Goldberg to a private discussion about a military operation against Houthi militants in Yemen, which also revealed sensitive details such as the timing of airstrikes. This incident, along with pressure from far-right ally Laura Loomer, who accused Waltz of lacking loyalty to the Make America Great Again agenda and criticized his reliance on neoconservative aides, has culminated in his departure. Waltz's deputy, Alex Wong, is also anticipated to exit, marking the first major personnel change since Trump's second term began, amid ongoing controversies over leaks and loyalty within the administration. Despite the controversy, officials maintained that no classified information was compromised, and Trump publicly supported Waltz, though Loomer celebrated his potential ousting online, indicating internal tensions and political infighting within the administration. Meanwhile, Waltz continued his public duties, promoting U.S.-Ukraine resource agreements, even as rumors of his departure swirled, and Loomer, a vocal critic, took credit for his impending exit, alongside other dismissals of NSC officials she had previously targeted. The Yahoo U.S. article vividly captures a whimsical moment during President Donald Trump's April 30 cabinet meeting, where Elon Musk, the innovative CEO of SpaceX and Tesla, playfully stacked a red Gulf of America hat atop his black Doge hat, earning Trump's admiration for his double hat style. The scene was lively, with Musk jokingly affirming his reputation for wearing many hats, even as he prepares to reduce his role within the government to focus more on his companies amid Tesla's recent earnings decline and unpopularity of his federal involvement. Interestingly, the Gulf of America hats, a nod to Trump's executive order renaming the body of water west of Florida, are not sold officially but are associated with the controversial name change, which Florida has legally adopted, with a new law set to take effect in July. Meanwhile, the Trump store offers a different Gulf of America-themed hat for $50, further fueling the playful political branding. The Star Advertiser article details Hawaii's legislative session, where lawmakers approved approximately 250 bills amid a tense atmosphere of fiscal uncertainty. The legislature's work included measures to combat illegal fireworks, fund environmental and disaster mitigation, and address housing shortages, but also saw heated debates over gun control, landfill siting, and wildfire liability. Despite the accomplishments, legislative leaders anticipate a possible special session before 2026 to respond to federal funding cutbacks and economic risks, with projections showing a $756 million general fund balance by June 2026. Notably, contentious votes on bills like the ban on certain firearms and restrictions on landfills highlighted the passionate divide among legislators, with some bills narrowly passing or failing amid procedural disputes. The session underscored Hawaii's cautious approach to fiscal management and environmental concerns, all set against the backdrop of federal policy shifts and local community priorities. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Waking up to wonders, tech and nature blunders. Got our rockets flying while the oceans are sighing. Lasers in the sky now.